Hi dear friends, my name is Marina and you're watching the monthly forecast for Taurus for the period between the 21st of June and the 21st of July. And in the beginning of this period, on the 21st of June, we have the Sun and Mercury both entering Cancer and your third house. And the Sun will stay in Cancer and your third house for this whole month. So it suggests that the main area of your attention will be related with communication, with your ideas, or with generally with interacting more with others and receiving all kind of new information. So it can be literally related with some kind of new education, finding some new sources of information, or traveling to somewhere, or in general focusing on some concrete ideas and being very present. So third house is about the things that we do today, that we do right now. And of course, with Mercury here in third house, Mercury is traditionally related with third house, so it is especially positive in this house. It has especially positive influence. So it suggests that you can really be inspired by some new ideas. You can have like some kind of new insights about the things that you would like to do. And it's important to notice that actually the Sun and Mercury are joining Mars in Cancer. And both the Sun and Mars will stay almost until the end of this period. So it also suggests, this combination suggests that whatever it is that you have in mind, like new ideas, like, inspiration, you have to take these ideas and put them into action immediately. It's not about procrastinating. It's not about long-term plans. It's about taking concrete steps. So you may either be not, finally, or have the final vision, about the things that you would like to do, but you have to start from somewhere. And when Mars and the Sun and Mercury are all the three of them are all in your third house, it suggests that you should take the actions. All of these ideas should be implemented right now. Also, you can be extremely active in some kind of education, taking some kind of courses, improving your knowledge. However, we should also say that Mars is a planet that can bring conflicts, struggles, confrontations, impatience. So in terms of communicating with others, you should be, prepared that this communication may not be so smooth. So some conflicts are possible. You might be really impatient in your communication. You can say what you think to others, but without thinking how it will affect them. So some people can get insulted, can get offended. So try to be more careful about your communication and how you express your ideas and thoughts. Otherwise, this is a great position to focus on some practical stuff and all kind of new ideas. And we also have a new moon in Cancer on the 3rd of June, on the 23rd of June. And it will bring even more energy to the area of communication, education, traveling, ideas. So it's really a time when you can put the beginning of something. It can be either some kind of new education or training, or to change something in terms of how you communicate with others, or to start making some plans. But these plans are about the daily stuff that you need to do, not so much focusing on the long-term goals, on the future perspectives. It's more about planning your daily schedule, and it can turn to be something really positive and helpful for you. So all kind of projects also related with other people, with your friends, they can all be very successful. You should only be aware that you need to wait approximately 2 days after the new moon before you undertake these concrete actions, because 2 days after the new moon, the moon is invisible, and it's not a beneficial time. It's more a time to think about, to plan, to analyze the situation. And after that, you can start, and you will have like a boost in the energy, especially in terms of, this area of your life. And after that, on the 5th of July, we have Venus entering Gemini and your second house. And this should be a very positive transit for you. First of all, because Venus rules your own sign. Venus is the ruler of Taurus. And second of all, because Venus enters the house that it is, traditionally related with. Venus is traditionally related with second house. So this should be a positive transit for you, especially in terms of finances, resources, and all kind of practical stuff. So, for example, feeling more comfortable, finding a ways, to improve your resources, or even to receive more money. These activities can be, these things should happen easier, because Venus is not related with, putting a lot of efforts or working hard for this. Usually things come naturally to you. So all kind of, positive improvements, especially in about more material stuff, are possible during this positive transit of Venus. Then on the 6th of July, we have Mercury entering Leo and your 4th house. And this is a very positive transit to communicate more with your family members. It can either be related with your birth family, like your parents, or it can be related with your children, with your husband or wife. But in general, this is about communicating with family, communicating more with people that you live together with. So you can use this positive transit. Also, it can be related with some kind of meetings, for example, to organize some kind of family meeting, or to take some decisions in terms of property issues, or everything which is related with your home. Mercury in 4th house can be a very supportive transit for that. After that, on the 9th of July, we have a full moon in Capricorn and Cancer. So the sun will be in Cancer in your 3rd house, and the moon is in Capricorn in your 9th house. And this is a time, the full moon is a time when you can make some kind of changes, and there can be from one side some kind of conflict between these two areas of your life, but this conflict can turn into something positive if you take the decision to change something. And the change usually occurs in the area where the moon is, so in your 9th house. And it means that you need to change something about your perspective for the future. So about the plans that you are making, about your, future goals, expectations, and also your belief system, topics about faith, everything which is included with 9th house. Now you can have the opportunity to achieve a material realization of some kind of project that you might have started previously, or you can make the change in this area. There can be some kind of tension. We are going to have another video discussing the full moon, but there will be a tension because we have Mars and Pluto included in the full moon. So, some, conflicts, struggles are possible. However, you still have the chance to achieve something visible. And finally, on the 21st of July, we have Mars entering Leo and your 4th house. Basically, during the previous month, so the whole month that we are making this forecast for, Mars will be in 3rd house. And as we said, it's about being active in the area of communication, education, traveling, everything that we just mentioned. But in the end of this period, Mars enters 4th house. And it suggests that the main area of activeness will be more related with your home. And it's about, you know, putting some kind of real efforts in this area, like, you know, being physically active to change something, to improve something, to innovate something. You should only be careful because Mars, as we said, also brings the possibility for having some kind of conflicts or struggles, and it can affect your communication with your family members or the people that you live together with. So be careful with that. Sometimes Mars can bring some kind of, you know, problems or issues with, for example, some kind of furniture, or, you know, all kind of, for example, electric stuff at your home. So you should also be careful with that, but it's in the end, as we said, after the 21st of July. So these were the most important indications. Thank you very much for watching. And if you're still not a member of Mars Stars Club, I'm inviting you to join us, because members receive these forecasts before other people, before they are officially published, and they receive it on their email. So please join us. If you're still not a member, I will include a link so that you can sign up. And of course, if you have some kind of questions or comments, please leave them below and I will be happy to answer. Thank you very much for watching, and see you soon.